Obama, the man that killed Africa and her dreams. Most Africans worship Obama, and he has been basking in the adulation of the continent, having been the first
African in the White House.
Even so, this adoration is misplaced considering what he did to Africa and its people. The man Obama killed Qaddafi, and with it, the African dreams of prosperity. Obama admitted to his transgressions and noted that it was the worst part of his presidency. So how can one of the most revered American leaders have orchestrated such an injustice for the people he claimed to be a part of? On October 20th, 2011, Qaddafi lay lifeless at a culvert that he had been hiding after militias shelled his convoy. This marked the end of a pan-African proponent who had been vocal about the usurpation of the African continent and its exploitation by foreign powers. For a man declared a king of kings and one who drank from the opulence of Libya, his death after sodomization by a bayonet was akin to that of a dog by the roadside. How did a man so popular face the end of his life in such a villainous manner? The answer: President Obama. According to Wikipedia, Qaddafi was born near Sirte, Italian Libya, to a poor Bedouin family. He became an Arab nationalist while at school in Sabah, later enrolling in the Royal Military Academy Benghazi. Within the military, he founded a revolutionary group which deposed the Western-backed Senussi monarchy of Idris in a 1969 coup. Having taken power, Qaddafi converted Libya into a republic governed by his Revolutionary Council. Qaddafi was opposed to the Western rule and its influence in Africa based on the exploitation witnessed over the years. How did Qaddafi transform Libya and become so popular? He overthrew the monarchy and removed Italian settlers, redistributed land on a more equitable basis. Domestic reform created an almost classless society. Electricity, education, and treatments were free. Banks were state-owned, and citizens had access to interest-free loans. Homeownership was a right. Newlyweds received $50,000 to buy an apartment. Farming land, equipment, seeds, and a farmhouse were free for farmers. Cars were subsidized at 50% by the government. Basically, Libyans were living a dream that most presidents only dream of granting to their people. At the time of his death, Libya had no external debt and had reserves amounting to $150 billion, currently frozen. After the transformation of Libya, Qaddafi was looking to replicate such progress to the entire continent. He bankrolled the African Union. He also sought the creation of an African central bank to drive independence from the IMF. His vision was that of a united continent with a united military, a common passport, and a single currency similar to the model of the European Union and US. Creating such a united front was seen as a threat by the Western powers, considering the immeasurable resources available to the African continent. His opposition to the West meant that the US could not access the oil resources in the country. For such reasons, Qaddafi had to go. The West advocated for a regime change, and this brought insurrections. NATO, led by the US, supported the insurgents in what led to a long, costly war at the Libyan expense. The Obama administration ensured that the civil war lasted for years. At the end, Libya and the entire continent lost a Pan-African with the resources and vision to propel the continent into an economic leader. The pain and humiliation suffered by Qaddafi is now being felt by his national and African compatriots. All this is attributable to an African icon adored the world over and revered as one of the greatest American presidents. Qaddafi's final words: "What did I ever do to you? You think we'll have another leader like Qaddafi?" Follow Echoes of Time for more.